Hey, what up, YouTube? What up, Fight World? What up, everybody? It's your boy D Dynamite here, man, and I'm here to talk boxing. So, man, it's one of those times. Um, I'm here to kind of just do a follow-up of a video that I've done maybe a few days ago or maybe a week ago or so regarding the fight between James Degale and Andre Dirrell. So, in the beginning, briefly, I mentioned Froch and my thoughts on what he did in order to make that fight possible. And I got a little bit of feedback and I got some comments about that. So I kind of want to respond to those comments because, I feel like people misunderstand me, when I say certain things. And I guess that's my fault because maybe I'm not all the way clear about my feelings about a specific thing. But in any case, that's what this video is about. I'm going to go into that right now. So, what can I say, people? Froch is definitely a warrior. He's definitely somebody to be respected in boxing. He's definitely someone to be respected at 168 pounds. He's the man to beat at 168 pounds. So I just want to make that known at the very beginning of this video that Froch is very highly respected. I highly respect Froch as a fighter in the ring and as a champion. Well, you know what? Not so much as a champion, but we'll go into that. In any case, so here's my things about Froch, man. There's a lot of there's a lot of fanboy, just kind of just dick riding, and it's really fucking sickening. It really is. I had this dude sent me an email, and it was fucking funny to me. He sent me like this 3-page email explaining to me the reason why Froch ducked, or why, well, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't ducked, but avoided the fight with James Degale. And what I have to say to that is, come the fuck on, man. It's just amazing to me that someone can sit there and try to challenge my boxing knowledge because I'm calling a spade a spade. Okay? All right, Froch had no intention of fighting James Degale. He completely and utterly avoided the fucking fight. All right, people? He did. He doesn't want to fight that kid, and it's obvious. It's funny that people will sit back and they'll say, well, Froch just wants a payday before he goes, before he fights Degale. And you know what I have to say to that? Get the fuck out of here. Because honestly, man, every boxer in the sport of boxing right now is looking for a big payday. Everybody. Everybody. Who the fuck's not looking for a big payday? There's nothing wrong with looking for a payday. The problem is you not living up to your obligation as a champion. Okay? If you're the champ, then you have an obligation as the champ to defend your title as the champ. Win or lose. Okay? And I stand by that principle. Alright? I'm not gonna sit there and fucking babysit you or I'm not gonna sit there and pacify you or give you unnecessary pats on the back when you'd rather fucking vacate a title than defend it. Okay? The fact that he vacated that title tells me that he has no intention of fighting James Degale, which is the #1 contender, or Andre Dirrell. I don't believe he wants to fight either one of those fighters. Okay? All right, and you people, you give these explanations about how Froch earned he earned his way to be able to just fucking cherry pick and pick Julio Cesar Chavez to fight. You give these explanations on why he should be able to do that like he earned it. No, the fuck he didn't earn that. Okay? If you're a fighter, all right, you're still an active fighter, then you should be fighting top competition out there if you're a champion. Okay? You're defending a world title. That means that you're the best. Okay? So you should only be fighting the best. That's what that means to me. So it's just ridiculous that people come out and they try to defend their favorite fighter and they'll try to say this and say that. You know, I mean, come on, man. You guys really aren't even boxing fans, are you? I really feel like some of you are gay and you have fucking man crushes on some of these fighters. All right? Carl Froch has an obligation. Same like any other obligation that a fighter would have. To fight the best competition out there. Okay? I hate the double standard in boxing. You know, I hate how one rule applies for your favorite fighter, but it doesn't apply for maybe a fighter you don't like too much. I hate that shit, man. It bothers the shit out of me. I don't get how you can have one standard for one person and another standard for another person. Okay? It's very simple. You're the champion. You fight the best competition, and you especially you fight the #1 contenders or your mandatories. Especially, you can't fight your mandatories. What does that say about you? And you know another thing, I don't know why Froch is going out of his way to fight a Julio Cesar Chavez like he's some huge pay-per-view draw. Well, when we saw when he fought Sergio Martinez, it was nothing close to that. So, I mean, you know, this kind of just irks the shit out of me that you would rather fucking vacate your title than defend it in what would be a big fight against James Degale in the UK. And I'm sorry to the Carl Froch fans. I'm sorry to you guys. I know you love Carl Froch, but your man is really fucking up here. Okay? This is a real fuck up. None of you guys can sit down and tell me that Carl Froch has earned his way to do this. Who the fuck has Carl Froch really beat? Okay? Carl Froch really became the man in 168 by default. Alright? Andre Ward wasn't active, so Carl Froch became the man. But if Andre Ward was still active, Carl Froch would be more or less irrelevant. And I know you guys weren't gonna like this shit. Alright? But I don't care. I just gotta fucking speak my mind here. I can't let all this bullshit fucking fanboy dick rider talk ride. Okay? It's upsetting to me. It's fucking offensive to me in a way. Okay, if you're going to call yourself a fan of the sport of boxing, then none of this shit should slide. It shouldn't slide when Floyd does it. It shouldn't slide when Manny does it. It shouldn't slide when fucking Canelo does it. It shouldn't slide when fucking Carl Froch does it, okay? And then you got fucking Amir Khan over here. I mean, you know, it's just a lot of fuckery going on right now in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? But you can count on your boy D Dynamite to always call out the fuckery, all right? That's one thing you can always count on me to do. Love me or hate me, I'm going to call out the fuckery. And this Carl Froch situation is nothing but fuckery. Okay? He's done nothing to deserve to do this. There's nothing that you can do to deserve to do this. If Floyd Mayweather can't get away with doing it, and yes, I'm bringing up Floyd Mayweather, because I had someone defer and say, well, Americans always want to bring up Floyd Mayweather when making a comparison, but yes, Floyd Mayweather applies to this comparison. Okay, if he's always going to be scrutinized, then I have to use him as an example when making a comparison. If you're going to bring up Floyd Mayweather when he's not fighting the people who you want him to fight, then you should be doing the same thing to Carl Froch. You should be doing the same thing to Sergey Kovalev. Not saying that Sergey Kovalev is ducking people, because I know I'm going to have one or two people that's going to tell me Kovalev's not ducking people. But I'm just bringing up random names of fighters, okay, people? The point I'm trying to make is the rule applies to everybody. You fight your mandatories, you defend your title, you fight top competition, okay? No matter whether it's a style you like or a style you don't like. You know, but at least if you're going to fight a style that you like or don't, if you're going to avoid a style that you don't like, at least fight someone who's considered as top competition. You know, Chavez he's only had 2 fights at 175 pounds, okay? And he beat Brian Vera. So it's like, you know, Chavez needs some more action, man. Not trying to disparage Chavez, but what has he done to deserve a world title fight? He really hasn't done anything. Anyway, people, man, you know, that's all I really got to say. I just wanted to address this matter, man, because, you know, I let it ride a little bit too long. You know, these little comments that I'm getting or whatever, I don't know about boxing because I'm calling a spade. Because I'm telling the truth, I don't know about boxing. Well, let me tell you something, man. My version of boxing and your version of boxing is different. I'm sure in your world of boxing, you could sit there and watch Carl Froch fight a bunch of bums and you'd be perfectly happy with that. But me, I'm not going to be happy with that. Not calling Chavez a bum, but I'm saying that Froch needs to fight who's in front of him. He needs to fight the top competition. He needs to defend his belt. That's what I'm saying he needs to do. And I'm not going to be happy until he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Point blank, period. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this motherfucking conversation right here. It's your boy D Dynamite signing out. Holla at your motherfucking boy.